Good morning. You're beautiful, you're valuable, and nothing about you is a mistake. Let me say that again. You're beautiful, you're valuable, and nothing about you or your experience is a mistake. And today, November 23rd, 2021, I want to welcome you to this live stream where you can upgrade your life and upgrade your business. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Dr. Alana DeGrassa, and I'm the president of Turning on the Lights Global Institute, where I love to inspire individuals to reach personal and professional goals. This time together today is going to be a little unlike all of the other live streams I've done before, because I was resting. And in the midst of my resting, I heard this thought that there are so many individuals that are trying to think about how they will progress in 2022, that they may have parked, or they may have said, you know what, let me just calm down, stop everything, and just freeze. The holiday seasons can be really interesting for many. For some of us, it's a really joyous time. And for others, it might be a difficult time because maybe there are some people who are no longer with you, or maybe there are some people who are no longer here, or maybe life got in the way when the COVID pandemic happened and you haven't been the same since. That's why I want you to share this video with as many people as possible, because I believe one of the number one things we need to do is recharge our momentum, recharge our motivation, and recharge our hope that something new, something bigger, something better can happen in all of our lives. And it's just not easy. That's why I'm going to really take some time with you today. And I want you to know, if you are ready to upgrade your life, if you're ready to change, put in the chat box below UPML, hashtag UPML. That stands for upgrading my life. And I want you to know that you're going to be in for a treat between now and the new year. I'm going to be giving you some opportunities to grow, to expand. And can you just put, there are opportunities around me every single day? There really are opportunities around you every single day. The question is, will you show up for those opportunities? So here's the thing. I want you to know that your goals and dreams of all those things you've kind of written in your journals and said, maybe I'll do it next year, those dreams are still possible. Also, the goals that you have, the goals to feel better, the goals to lose weight, the goals to strive higher in your professional life, those dreams are also still possible. But how many of you know life has a way of making our everyday realities make us think that we have to adjust to what has become normalized in our lives? Maybe we always wanted to feel more vibrant. Maybe we always wanted to be an author because we write in journals all day long. Or maybe we've always wanted to find that perfect partner or that perfect relationship. Or maybe we wanted to expand in our business, but we just felt like the present circumstances were not dictating what we wanted to see. And so we feel like it's okay to settle. Somebody put, I'm not settling. I don't want you to settle. I want you to say, you know what, there is more possibility for me, because truly tomorrow can't wait. I don't have 30 days to wait for this dream to start. I don't have a year from now. How about you make the decision today? You know what, I'm going to upgrade today. So as you're watching this, please comment, like, share, because I am going to be dropping some juicy stories, some juicy strategies of what I did to overcome my own hurdles. Now, I want you to know that P, the word procrastination, is one of the biggest signs that we are holding our genius back. So if that's you, just put ouch. Sometimes we are very aware that we're skillful. We're very aware that we're experts or specialists. And because of that, we then have this big feeling of being overwhelmed because either we let too much time go by, or we let people talk us out of our dreams, or we just said to ourselves, you know what, maybe that dream or goal is really for other people. It's not really for me. So I want to share with you something. I would love for you all to go out and grab my book, Tomorrow Can't Wait. Now, this book has been a game changer for a lot of people. And I am going to read this one chapter with us, and I want you to follow along with me. And it's part of day 8 in my book, Tomorrow Can't Wait. And this was during the season when I was writing this chapter, so I'm going to share a little bit of it. It says, whenever spring arrives, I feel excited about my garden. I think of blooming roses and foliage on trees. However, I'm not nearly as excited about the weeding process. When seasons shift from summer to winter, we watch leaves falling and colors changing. We see naked trees and lifeless rose bushes. Yet we know the cold season is but a time of incubation and seed production for these plants. And when spring arrives, I pull up the old weeds that choke the blooming of rose bushes and other plants. Think of this example as an analogy for removing individuals from your circle of friends. Remove those who are not a positive influence. It sounds easy, doesn't it? Unfortunately, this may require a deliberate weeding process. While I was a college student, knowing how to cook was a convenient skill. I was so good at this that a small group of students paid me to prepare home-cooked meals for them. But over time, I realized that their friendship was conditional. They only wanted to hang out if I could cook their meals. My last straw was having a so-called friend call me and say, "Alana, we have not seen you in a while. My girlfriends and I have brought all the supplies so you can cook for us." I said, "Will I be able to eat this meal too?" Because, it was struggling times in college. And as college students, we were all broke. So they replied, "No, we only purchased enough for ourselves." That's when I realized I needed authenticity more than money and superficial friendships. And I go on to talk in this chapter about how I had to really be intentional to see how important it was to see the influences that your immediate surroundings have on you, and how those influences can impact your level of energy, because we don't realize that as we're giving to others, as we're serving others, we're giving out our energy. And if we don't monitor that, we can actually leave feeling burnt out, empty, and resentful, and wondering, why do I feel so tired? So one of the things I highly recommend today, especially around this holiday season, is that you give yourself the gift of self-love. Give yourself the gift of loving who you are and how you were created and how you're still here despite all of the challenges that you've probably gone through. I mean, give yourself permission, whether it's looking at your creator or looking at the things that influence you, give yourself permission to say, you know what? I actually am all right. I actually need to look and take stock of all those things that are influencing me, because if we don't do that, we may find ourselves in the same place this time next year. And I don't want that to be you. So I have some questions for you to consider. When you are thinking about where you are right now, I want you to think about the things that you loved in this past year. What were some things that went well for you? And then I also want you to think, what were some conversations or some experiences that you had this past 2021 as we go into 2022, that if you were to have over again, you would erase? What were some of the relationship individuals that you were in conversation with that if you had to do it again, you would rewind, maybe not have that conversation, maybe not have that meeting? You see, one of the hardest things that we can do is to say no to circumstances, places, and spaces that no longer build us up, that rob us or deplete us of our energy. And one of the things we have to do to check that is to see how we feel in those circumstances, see how we feel after that phone call, see and tap into what we're feeling during those moments, because we are already going to be hit with life challenges. And the last thing you want is to be sapped out and without any energy. So I want to highly recommend that you decide today, you know what, I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to figure out what I need to do to move forward. I have some questions here in this end of this chapter, and it says, are you happy with the current relationships in your life? Boom, I'm just going to stop there. Are you happy with the current relationships that you have in your life. And what I usually have people do is I have them jot down the top 8 people they talk to on a consistent basis and rate it from 1 to 10. 1 feeling, oh my gosh, I feel depleted. 10 feeling, I feel elated. And sometimes we may do that list and realize we have a lot more negative influences than positive. So guess what? You don't have to wait until January to make changes. You can make a decision today to say, you know what, I'm going to only spend time and be around those that uplift me, that build me, that they may not necessarily agree with everything you're doing, but you can tell that they're sharing with you out of love because they want the best for you. So I want to just challenge you to think about that and think about the things that you need to weed out. Now, the other thing is I highly recommend that you send us an email at subscriber@dralanadegrasso.com, because we are kickstarting a book club and I would love for you to be a part of it. We're going to share and hear from all of the excerpts in my books. Not only that, but you get to have me right in the room with you as you develop as a leader and as a business owner. You see, sometimes people think that business is just about the transactional action of someone purchasing a product or a service. But the other part of business is a lot of the personal development work that you yourself have to do as an entrepreneur, leader, and expert. And so I highly recommend that you ask about how you can be a part of our upcoming book club on December 4th. And I would love to welcome you virtually. Look, you're not alone. You just need to be in process. So lastly, we are having an event, the International Women Build Confidence Conference, where we're going to have thought leaders from all over the country helping you to upgrade your personal and professional lives. The IWBCC conference is in year 4, and I would love to see you there. We're going to have people like Patty Aubrey from Chicken Soup for the Soul, a woman who is behind the billion-dollar industry. We're going to have Manuel DeGrasso, who is my senior business advisor and helped me to launch Turning on the Lights Global Institute. We're also going to have motivational speaker and leader, faith-based leader, Brad Keller in the house. So I definitely want you to come on the first night, which is December 10th. And then on December 11th, we're having about 15 to 16 wonderful IWBCC spotlight speakers. And we cannot wait to see them, including 5-time Olympian Danielle Scott, talking to you about how you can ignite your inner Olympian and just make sure you can keep your momentum as you move forward. So I want you to know that you are beautiful, you are valuable, and nothing about you is a mistake. Make sure you stay tuned and you follow us as we provide you with tools and tips to reach personal and professional goals. And whatever platform you're tuned in on, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, Podomatic, or any of the other Facebook groups that we're a part of, just let us know that you're watching. Till the next time, make sure you tune in, and we can't wait to hear from you soon. Bye-bye.